Welcome to the second episode of the American Nationalist Podcast. Today we will be reading from an article from Think Weekly, the 31st edition, which came out December 15th, 1946. This is an article called Nationalism by Samuel B. Pentongill. The word nationalism is now being associated with group hate, religious hate, race hate, and class hate. What does nationalism mean? I turn to Webster's Unabridged. It defines nationalism as devotion to or advocacy of national interests or national unity and independence. Then I turn to the word patriotism. It is devotion to the welfare of one's country, the passion inspiring one to serve one's country. Mighty little difference, so far as I can see, between nationalism and patriotism. But the work is underway to smear the word nationalism. When and if that succeeds, we can expect the word patriotism to be next, and after that, the word American. Let this go on, and the time will come when it will be unpatriotic to be a patriot, un-American to be an American. You will have to abandon your love for America and its institutions and embrace, with equal joy, an amorphous mass of 2.5 billion people speaking 1,000 tongues and worshiping 100 gods. The rules call for placing the stars and stripes at the highest point of the flagstaff. According to this new teaching, you will have to quit that. The oath of allegiance to this nation, taken by a naturalized immigrant, has a mistake in it. The correctors of the quote-unquote mistake, which is America, are at work. They are bearing false witness against an honorable word. Soon the lips of school children will be hushed when they are about to utter it. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Pipe down, you nationalist, hush your song. Tear down the Statue of Liberty in the harbor of New York. Obliterate the carved figures in the black hills of Dakota of Washington, Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt. These men built a nation. They were nationalists. Let their names be forgotten. I protest. No spreader of race or class hatred has any right to distort nationalism from its true meaning to their foul purposes. And equally so, no one who loves all countries but his own. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What's wrong with that? This nation, was there ever another so tolerant of every faith and every race, so generous to distressed people of every land, that has done so much for peace, friendship, and commerce with every continent? That has poured out more blood and treasure to end wars which it did not start? What is the subtle aim of those who would make Americans blush for their country? Is it to cause us to abandon the control of our own affairs and surrender our sovereignty to a world government? Is it to break down the barriers to the spread of world communism? I close with President Truman's Armistice Day words. Only by the exercise of wisdom and restraint and the constant determination to place the interests of our country above all other interests can we solve the problems before us. That was from December 15th, 1946. The attack on this country came right after World War II. And a constant battle has been waged ever since. We cannot give up. This battle is bigger than we can imagine. It's been waged since before most of us were born, and it will continue after we die. We need to be eternally vigilant, constantly strong, honorable, noble, and sharp. We cannot be lazy. We cannot let our guard down. Thank you for listening, and God bless.